Dr. Young, and I am going to record the last video of this class for your assignments. I just want to say it was great having you in my class this term. I hope you enjoyed the course and learned something that you can use in your career at some point. And of course, I hope you have a great holiday. Now, we're going to talk about the discussion question. Now, listen, I want to verify something. And whenever you're doing your assignments, what you want to remember is the final word on what, everything that you need to do is in these grading rubrics. So I just want you to make sure to look at them. Excuse me, I still have that cold. A little raspy. These criteria must be met. All of these criteria must be met for a maximum grade. Now, some of your assignments have them. Your papers have them, like your presentation had them. I noticed some students were concerned about speaker notes. Any kind of presentation should have speaker notes. I mean, that's really the minimum requirement for a presentation. I mean, you don't want to put everything on the slide. Presentations aren't meant to have, to be just read. You have to put your summary points on the slide, and you talk and expand on what's on the slides when you're speaking and presenting the information. And that speaker note area is for notes, but for the purposes of a class, you'll usually write it like you would write a paper, that part. But I know some students missed it and it messaged me, but that was in the grading rubric from the beginning, and that's been in there in the beginning of the class. So that was game. So you need to make sure you read all of your grading rubrics. So we know what that is. So for this, you want to select and analyze that article on the family-friendly workplace, either for the child or for elder care. Summarize the article and discuss the need for family-friendly workplace. Discuss whether all employers should have flexible work schedules to accommodate employees who need to care for sick family members. Why or why not? If an employee needs to take leave to care for a sick family member, should his employer offer partial pay, continued benefits, or grant the leave, even if it places the employer in a difficult situation? I would really appreciate if you would write this what I get with this is a lot of students just write it from their own perspective, and you need to write it from the perspective of a business owner, a small business owner as well, because if you think these things do hurt small businesses. I mean, if there's not enough employees to do the job, or if there is and there's not anyone else that can replace another employee, this could hurt a business. So you need to make sure to be more objective when you write this, and not just, if your mom was sick, because there's more points, think about it. These people, if they don't stay in business, then nobody has a job. So you have to think about it from both sides. For week 5, the week 5 assignment, excuse me, another paper, the Senior Vice President of Human Resources has just informed you that she would like you to research various HRM practices amongst Fortune 500 companies. This research will be presented to the Board of Trustees next month. They want to review the other companies' best practices to help them realign their strategic initiatives in the below areas. So, I've got these bullets here. And you want to make sure to research these Fortune 500 companies and identify their best practices. So, you're going to kind of look for each subject and then find a company who has a specific, like kind of a good recruitment onboarding program, for example. Maybe a company that's been recognized for training and development. Talk about their programs. So that's what you're doing for each bullet here. You want to identify the pros and cons of each area and whether or not you want to use their practice in one of your recommendations. The paper is 10 pages long. That is the body of the paper. It does not include the title page, and that does not include the reference page. Another thing is, I'm noticing some students are submitting work in large font. It needs to be Times New Roman 12 pitch, double spaced. 6 references in APA style. So this is a pretty big paper. So this is to review again. You want to make sure that you touch each of these bullets here. You want to review other companies and then find out what they do in recruitment or onboarding, training and development, employee labor relations, performance management, comp and benefits. You want to and then basically you're taking that. Once you find the information on these companies, doesn't matter what companies they are, they're your choice, except they do need to be Fortune 500 companies, big companies, the larger companies in this country. So, and you want to do that, and then you want to take out some of their practices in these areas. And then you want to tell me what you like, kind of the advantages, disadvantages, and whether or not you would want to use the practice in your organization or in this hypothetical organization that you're a part of. Now you can see here that here's the little chart, but the grading rubric for this is right here. You want to pull this up and have it right with you when you're doing this assignment. You want to meet every criteria in the exemplary section for your maximum grade. And you want to make sure that you've read these carefully. And I know that I'm sounding like I'm emphasizing this in my voice because I just don't want anyone to be confused. That's all. Make sure that you've discuss the pros and cons, for example, in each functional area, and you are supporting it with research. Now, you need to give a minimum of 6 sources. I'm going to be looking at that as well. You're going to need a lot of research this is a research paper, so obviously that's a key to getting this paper correct, as far as having enough material for this paper. So please proofread carefully, and when you do, proofread with your eyes. Don't rely on just spell check. Make sure your format's correct. Again, go to the APA website and use those sources. At the OWL at Purdue, for example, or honestly, I would use the ones in the class first, but you can use both. It's just to your comfort level, really. And remember, that's up here. And your course home, and then your guideline section. And then it's down. Should be down here if it will pop up. My computer's a little bit slow with the internet today. Sorry. I don't know what's going on with it. There, yeah, using APA standards in the classroom. And I won't click into that because once you go in there, everything you need's right there. And I know that's just a little refresher there in case you're, it's a really great resource. Okay, so the last thing is week 5, discussion 3, and basically it's just a time to take the time to reflect on the course. What have you learned? What areas interest you to pursue further research? Feel free to, I love to hear, what students think about the course. There's always things that can be improved on. But if you have any questions or concerns, just let me know. I'll be happy to assist you. And, as we wrap up the course, again, I love teaching this course. And I hope that you found these videos helpful. Honestly, if you have any feedback on that, send me an email. I've already had some about breaking up the videos, but that's it, you kind of have to balance the time with the cost benefit thing. But I'm trying to find a way that would make it easier for me to upload that many videos. But I hope these are a work in progress. So thanks for listening. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you have a great holiday. And I hope to see you in another one of my courses. Thank you. Bye-bye.